It's got a little bit of a padding on the inside of the heel counter there, which is nice. It's almost mimicking a little bit of Nike, frankly, with the Next Percent 2. But overall, it's just like the biggest issue with the upper is let's dive into the Athletic Propulsion Labs. APL, Athletic Propulsion Labs. Never have I ever tested out an APL running shoe. All right? I don't know much about this company. By the way, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're watching around the world. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. A unique shoe to arrive in the studio. What is going on here? APL Streamline is the official name, and we are looking at a neutral road running shoe. Okay, there's that outsole, soak it in. I realized on the inside of the shoe here, I spilled a little coffee. My bad. But it is, oh man. Okay, let's do the twist test. Here we go. Oh man, not twisting very much. Okay, no geese today flying across the screen. A 10mm drop, 30 in the heel, 20 in the forefoot. For a higher, medium to higher stack height, lower in the, that's a pretty, 10mm, that's pretty aggressive. That's kind of like the old school 4% Flyknit from Nike. Okay, let's put it on the scale in my size, 8.4 ounces. Not epic, all right? Not an epic score by any means. APL upper, it's this Aerolux. And let's do the heel counter. Okay, very flexible. It does have a heel tab pull there. Yeah, very flexible. You know what this collar is reminding me of? Adidas. You know me and the collar for Adidas shoes, just struggling a little bit. You know what? It also, so to the touch, it feels like plastic. It does not feel like a fabric, okay? A softer fabric or a fabric that's a little more form-fitting, okay? So it feels a little bit like plastic, which is why the lockdown is coming in at 5.5. Not so hot there on the lockdown, very thin tongue, and it is semi-gusseted just a little bit there on the inside of the shoe. Overall score, like not even a high breathability. So it's rough, it's rough. It's rough. This is a rough upper. It's just rough. I don't know what to, okay, it's got a little bit of a padding on the inside of the heel counter there, which is nice. It's almost mimicking a little bit of Nike, frankly, with the Next Percent 2. But overall, it's just like the biggest issue with the upper is that it feels like plastic. It doesn't feel like an actual material. It's this Future Foam, which is a proprietary blend through the midsole with an EVA foundation, which is designed for a lightweight, long-lasting, and responsive ride. I beg to differ. And it says on the bone, run everything. Interesting. All right, you know what I'm gonna do. Durometer. First of all, I'm not gonna stop doing the durometer with my thumbs, just so you know. It just kind of gives me a general sense, but we're gonna get a little more scientific in 2022. Here's the tester. Okay, so some ASIC shoes I've been testing recently were coming in at 34. The Endorphin Speed 2 was coming in with like a 27, which, so the lower the score, the softer the midsole. The higher the score, the firmer the midsole, okay? So here we go. Let's just stick it in there. Interesting. Okay, let me just test again somewhere else. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me just do one more here. See, it's hard. You got to find, so in an ideal world, everybody, I would cut this midsole open, just so you know. That's how you really get a really accurate score, but I got to just do I can't cut every shoe open. So I got a 40 here, which seems about right. Hold on, it's just a little hard. So you have to find a flat surface, and this shoe's kind of struggling for me here. Yeah, 40, 41. So pretty firm, which is what I'm feeling under step, which is why the overall score for that midsole and ride and enter, it's just like, it was not a nice ride. I don't know what else to tell you. Rubber on the outsole, okay. Nothing crazy, I probably could have gone even lower, but we'll keep it at 6 out of 10. That's a lot of rubber on that outsole, okay? I don't know what kind of rubber exactly. It doesn't feel too hard, but I think we could reduce it under the forefoot APL and under the heel. Fit, true to size, okay? Comfort score, yeah, nothing too crazy on the fit. Comfort score, 4 out of 10. Just, yeah, a hard ride and not a very comfortable upper. It feels like plastic, okay? Positive is that... The positive is the heel tab pull, okay? Oh man, that's never a good thing. And the drawback is the upper durability prediction. We're going with, I'd say 400 miles. Hard to say exactly just because I don't have a lot of experience with APL, but we're gonna stick it at 400 miles. How will I use this shoe? It would fall into the category of a daily trainer, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, don't buy this shoe. What was the last shoe I had to say that? The Solomon Agravic Terex Ultra, whatever. It felt more like a hiking boot than a running shoe from Adidas, the Adidas Agravic Terex Ultra. I just told you, like, don't buy the shoe. And that's what I say here in the Shootio. I'm just being, forthright, open, transparent, like, don't buy the shoe. And especially when you hear the price point of $300. What? $300? Let me just make sure I'm reading that right. $300. Maybe this is a little bit a joke, but I put it at 0.5 out of 10. I almost put it at 0, but I said, okay, I can't put it at 0. 0.5 out of that is the lowest score ever. I guarantee you for anything here in the shooting. $300? I don't even know. Like, I almost wonder if this is. I don't even know. APL Streamline, do not buy the shoe. Do not buy the shoe. Don't buy the shoe. And I'm just telling it to you straight. Okay, here we go. Other shoes to buy. I got nothing for you. Shoe quick specs for the APL Streamline one more time on your screen. Okay, soak it in, soak it in. APL Aerolex through that upper, future foam in the midsole. Not sure about that. And the rubber on the outsole. Okay. Full review score. I'm actually amazed it was this high. All right. Or sorry, not full review. Relegation score. Relegation. Pull out the whistle. 4.95 out of 10. That might be. Is that lower than the Agravic shoe from Adidas, the Terex Ultra? You let me know. I can't remember. I think this might be lower. Oh man, that is a rough relegation score for the APL Streamline. There you go. Don't know what to tell you other than the comment of the day goes out to Marlon. Thank you, Marlon, for always tuning in, always commenting. Pulled this, I think, from a live stream, but I don't even know where I pulled it. He said, or why I chose it, as far as like why the live stream and why. Oh, that's why, because I've never reviewed an APL shoe, so I couldn't pull one from an APL shoe. But Marlon says use the Mach 4 during a 100-mile Buff Trail race 10 days ago. Worked great, lightweight. So that's interesting to give you a little more insight. So the Mach 4, he used it for a 100-mile, I think, buffed out trail race. I love that insight, Marlon. That's why you got the comment of the day. Like, that's a really critical insight to know that. I mean, I don't know if I would be brave enough to use it for 100 miles, but man, Marlon, that is awesome. So, and Marlon's for those that don't know, down in the comments, go find Marlon. He's a very experienced 100-mile ultra runner, okay? So I trust him 100%. When I did my first 100-mile, I dropped out. So Marlon, I bow down, Marlon. I bow down to you. All right, question of the day. Here we go. I'm a little flustered after that 4.95. I got to collect myself. Here we go. What are you best at fixing? What are you best at fixing? I'm learning how to be really good at remote control cars right now because they're breaking on us left and right after some Christmas presents were dropped under the tree. So remote control cars is my new specialty as of late. We are done. Hopefully not forever. APL, look at this as a challenge. If you watch this, look at this as a challenge, not as a slap on the wrist. Look at it as a challenge to figure out what's going on, because I test a lot of shoes, as you can see behind me. I'm not afraid to call companies out And I'm just calling you out in hopefully a good way, like, let's go. Let's make a better shoe. All right, so we'll toss it to all of the road running shoes right there, right there, right there. Running shoe playlist, it's getting bigger. Right there, right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.